Good evening, everybody. Upon completing the quest, you'll be able to undertake personal deliveries. Yes. Cherished memories. Beep. Error. Ether blockage detected. Oh no. From blow. Firm blow required. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Hit it. Seek. Thinuma. Mystic. Thinuma. Ethema. You should. Probably. The Alicanus node floats off. Perhaps you should keep an eye on it. At least it causes harm to civilians. Troubled citizen. Yes, greetings. Do you require something restored? Apparently not. At any rate, could you give me a moment? Nobody here is clamoring for attention. Oh, Naughty here is clamoring for attention. Help me, Yuna. Firm blow required. Hit me. Hit me. Don't tell me you've gotten your ether blocked again. Very well. I'll take care of it. You need knowledge of elegant artifacts. Exit. Oh, versed in such machines, are you? Well, I appreciate the advice, but rest assured I have the situation well in hand. This happens all the time. Your node had your node has inherited a problem. It needs to restart. Collecting error information and restarting. Node restart, restore. Logging in as Fiona. More, Fiona. Hit me more. You know, sometimes I think you actually enjoy this. And I still have no idea where you learned to speak like that. Now then, you are wanting something? I don't believe I've seen you before. I take it you're new to the Crystarium? As I remember now, you're the master artisan who hails from the same land as the Exort. What was your name again? That's right, Ronald. It's a pleasure to meet a fellow crafter from a faraway place. I'm Theona, a restorer of the faucet of crafting and a proprietor of cherished memories. For my work, I've had to train in a variety of trades, including as a carpenter like yourself. While there are restorers aside from me, my workshop specializes in artwork and traditional handicrafts. Items with sentimental rather than practical value, in other words. Given the state of the world, I chose to focus. Focus is frowned upon by some, but I knew it was what I wanted to do. And so, I opened cherished memories with Naughty here as my assistant. Who wants you to hit him again, probably. Adorable, isn't it? It's actually a relic from the tower, but it had broken down. I couldn't bear to see it lying there discarded, so I restored it as best as I could. It's been with me ever since. Am I a good node? Yes, you are. No one keeps records like you, Naughty. Oh, it's Nody. Probably. Now I realize we scarcely met. I'd like to propose a little business agreement. Sure. You see, despite the work that I profess to do, I'm actually only any good at alchemy, my original field. There's so much I have to learn, I'm hoping I can learn from... You can learn from an accomplished carpenter, and it's just you. I don't ask that you teach me, only that you craft the materials I need. By using these materials in my work, I can hone my techniques while getting the job done besides. Of course, I'll make sure you're suitably compensated. Moreover, every bit that I learn from you, I promise to pass on to my fellow crafters. That way, your knowledge may come to serve all the peoples of Nura. So what say you? Can I rely on your help? Nura is still a work in progress. Please knock her into shape. Dispatch. I'm in your debt. Now, when you're ready to begin, please come and see me at the mean. Sure. Truth be told, I can do these a lot faster. It took me an hour and a half pretty much to do the first one, but now I know what we're dealing with, kinda. I know how these quests are structured. That's what it is. Yum. This down. My thanks for coming, Ronald. May our collaboration bear much fruit. Yeah. Yes. So this is Chair's Memories. Well, it was when I'm here at any rate. I've neither the funds nor reputation to have my own place, so I'm making use of the means facilities. Without further ado, then, let's assign you your first task. Noti, if you'd be so kind. The item to be restored is a painting of Damsel, a village in Lakeland destroyed by senators approximately 90 years ago. The client is descended from the denizens of said village. So by restoring the painting, we aim to restore a vision of the village as it once was. With my knowledge of alchemy, I'll be able to remove the stains, but the canvas itself is in appalling condition. While the client didn't go into detail, if I didn't know any better, I'd say it was intentionally damaged. Now, like most paintings, originating in Lakeland, this one uses a special canvas resistant to humidity. In order to restore it, we'll need a material to match. Can you prepare this for us? Yes. Thank you. Once the material is ready, I'll begin work on the restoration. Ba, ba, ba. Yay! More deliveries! Get on the hype train for deliveries! Method of crafting deliveries are now available. By delivering the requested items to Thiruna and raising yourself in her esteem, you advance the story of her struggling workshop. Yay! Hey! Yay! There's a lot to do when restoring a painting, but nothing so important as the canvas. Let me know when the review. Oh yeah. So how does this work? Materials for material. Oh. So do I just craft it? There it is, crystalline deliveries. Sokoba lumber and kudzu cloth. Now how many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Is there a market board here? I can't remember. You wouldn't be that foolish, would you? So Sokola lumber we need 12. Well. This is why I have this money, by the way. Not how you spell lumber. It does not have a weird symbol in it. What am I doing with my life? Let's go for lumber. 5. Okay. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Law. Well, the good news is I need 6 of these. 4, 5, 6. And I just need to make sure that I make the basic synthesis. Okay. Anything that says synthesis. Where's the careful one? Intensive. Only available anyway. Okay, delicate. Focused touch. Focused. No. Careful, right? Yeah, careful. Because of the fact that we're messing with Sorry, I'm trying to see this. Good. I gotta make sure it's not. What's it called? High quality. Just one normal. Okay. So I need to know. I mean, the thing is, I could do it. I could technically have made. Two more. Thank you, Ronald. This is fine work indeed. More than suitable for our purposes. I'll put it to good use. Deliver the items. Okay. 2 days later. Ba-ba-da. It's done. The painting is restored. Now I can finally get so slight. To the quality of your material, the painting should prove durable in any climate. The beautiful colors and fine details will survive a long time. Now then, if you'll wait just a moment, I'll deliver it to the client. Oh, and I'll be sure to mention your contribution. Ronald, when I told our client about you, he insisted on coming to thank you personally. This is Lalafell. So you are Ronald. Thank you ever so much for helping to restore our painting. To others, it may be an unremarkable work of art, but to me and my family, it's an irreplaceable treasure, an heirloom from days gone by, from the days when Lakeland was the dominion of the elves. For generations, my family called Damsel home. There we lived in peace and thrived thanks to the bounty of the source. Surviving war and famine alike. But the Sin Eaters came and took everything from us. In memory of his beloved home and departed kin, my artist's ancestor brushed the canvas, the result being the painting you restored. For long years, we've looked after the painting, but in the heat of a quarrel with my brother, I'm ashamed to say I went and damaged it. As I was ruling my foolishness, I came to know about they knew not in our workshop. Words fail to express how glad I am that I did. With the painting in hand, I will go to my brother and make amends with him. After all, he's the only family I have left in this world. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. You haven't only restored a painting, you restored the bond between my brother and me. Yay. I didn't know the full story till now, but I'm glad it ended as well. And it's no small part due to you, Ronald. But to have family. Yay. Supporter of cherished memories. Yay. Do-do-do. Ronald, how good to see you. Give me just a moment to clean up. Excuse me. We're in the midst of analyzing the leftover bits of the material you crafted. Aside from record keeping, I also excel in analysis. Impressive, yes? Because restoration draws upon techniques from multiple fields, it's important to understand how certain materials and chemicals react with one another. Over the years, I've handled my fair share of materials, and I can say that yours are a cup above the rest. There's no greater proof that the superior final products. There's no greater proof than the superior final products they produce. I consider myself truly blessed to be able to learn from you. Still playing around with that floating rust ball, I see? Which are identified as a well of the facet of crafting. What is a rust ball? Why don't you make yourself useful for the change? Make something useful. We just did. After all this time ignoring me, those are the only words you have? And we're not playing around, have you know? We've served many clients already, and there's bound to be more folk out there who have cherished items they want restored. They simply don't know who to ask for help. What's more, we have a veteran artisan on board now, who prepares the materials we need. Ronald here. His skills are at least the equal of Master Harig. Skill or no, it's nothing but a waste of precious resources. You do well to open your eyes to reality. It's all around you. Where's a rust ball? Still asking that. That was over. It might not seem so from that exchange, but we used to be close. We both lost our parents at a tender age, you see, and the man named Harig took us in as his apprentices. Master Harig was a restorer, and it was he who inspired me to become one too. When I was little, I had a doll. It was a memento of my late mother, and I treasured it like life itself. But old as it was, one day it fell apart. But then we suffered from far worse shortages than we do now. Everyone at the means struggled to do the work with limited resources, and no one spared a glance for a broken toy. No one saved Master Harig. He found me crying alone, clutching my doll. No need for tears, he said kindly. He took the doll and made it good as new again. There was more such items at the Crystarium, Ronald. Items that serve no practical purpose, that won't help us survive, yet mean the world to someone. They wouldn't have found a place among a refugee's scant possessions otherwise. They're irreplaceable treasures, and I can't bear to watch them crumble away, as Mr. Hangman. My doll, so would I mend the ties of others. In many ways, you remind me of Master Harig. Not only are you capable, you're kind and dependable. It's a pleasure working with you, and I hope that our partnership continues for a long time. But what have we got today? Oh, and thanks to Thal singing our praises, we're seeing more restoration requests. While most are straightforward enough for me to handle alone, I have a task here that promises to be quite challenging. For this, I hope you to rely on your crafting expertise. Alright. The client is an elderly Grönland lady. You apparently descended from Voborite nobility. The item to be restored is an antique boat and jewelry box, formerly occupying the land now known as Ilmeg. The kingdom was destroyed by sin eaters following the flood. Due to the fact that the nation ceased to exist a century ago, it's difficult to source the materials that people once used. In particular, we're struggling to procure suitable fabric for the upholstery. And that is what I would ask you to prepare. My thanks in advance, Ronald. Storm delivery. Okay. What do we got? Upholstery materials. And let's take a look. Oh. So it's 6, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm joking. I gotta put this here. I kind of need to write this down. And decent leather, please. I have and decent Decent silk. I need 6. 5, 6. I need leather, which is the green leather. Leather. 5. Thank goodness. Miracle. We go miracle up a longer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's better, yeah. It's just better if you just let me just, instead of cutting out this part, just let it happen. Because at least then after, once I've done this quest line, I'm gonna keep it. I have to get a black mage. How's that upholstery fabric coming along? Let me know when it's ready. You got it. There we go. Ah, a fine fabric. I knew I was right to task you with it. With this, I'm confident that we can do a fine job with the jewelry box. 3 days later. I could curl up right here and fall asleep, but first things first, I'm pleased to say that the jewelry box has been restored to its former glory. I am especially pleased with how the trimmings turned out. They're so beautifully vibrant as the day they were made, and it's thanks to the quality of the materials you supplied. Now then, I'll see this delivered to our client. If you can linger a while, I'll return soon with word of her impressions. Oh. Model. This is Rosine, our client. She's so pleased with the jewelry box, she wanted to come and thank you herself. Alright. Do you not tell me your contribution was instrumental in its restoration? For that, I offer you my heartfelt gratitude. My daughter, she will wed soon, you see. The jewelry box is to be my gift to her on her special day. Oh my, such joyous news. Our congratulations. With my husband no longer with us, life has been hard. It's nothing grand I couldn't offer my daughter. Yet humble though it is, the box holds special meaning to our family. It is It's been with us since before my ancestors fled Boberg. While most of them sought refuge in Ilmar, my great-grandmother and her husband chose to begin anew in the Crystarium. The box came with her, laden with the memories of her lost home. It was passed down to my grandmother, then to my mother, then eventually to me. It's a treasured heirloom, our connection to a time long past, and we've taken care of it as best as we could. Alas, the years inevitably begin to tell on it. Now the time has come for me to pass the box to my daughter, but its condition was such that I was embarrassed to do so. Thanks to you, and then Theuma. However, I can pass it on proudly. No words will suffice to express my gratitude. I am forever in your debt. Such a special connection I have with your family and homeland. An orphan like me can only dream. I'd love to visit your homeland one day. Will you promise to take me there? Aw. Oh, I'm merely gesturing. No need to look so troubled. I do have a homeland. Glory be to Aleg. Long may she endure. Restore of cherished memories. That's another one in the books. Huh. And here comes what's his name, probably. Tell me, Rana, what do you think is the difference between repair and restoration? In my mind, the aim of repair is to make something work as intended again. In contrast, the aim of restoration is to return something to its original state. That being the case, in order to do a good job of restoring, it's crucial to know what materials were originally used and how. This requires a great deal of research and analysis, and that is where Nodi has been most helpful. Nodi is a most helpful node. Now, an item may bear what appears to be imperfections, but they scuffs and scratches or peculiarities. And the wood grain, while we may instinctively want to remove such marks, we must be mindful that they may hold special meaning to the owner. Of course, if there's clearly damage that impairs function, we must mend it as best we can. These decisions we make through consultation with the client. We see through his eyes the item as it once was, and then strive to recreate it. Now, it's hardly needs saying, but a restoration effort can only be as good as the materials used. I hope that cherished memories can continue relying on you. Of course. Thank you, Ronald. Right, enough chatter. It's time to get to work. There are currently 3 outstanding tasks. Of these, 3 are urgent. It's time to get back to work indeed. Oh boy. 3 of them, huh? You have time to assist me with a task run? Of course. Wonderful. This time, the client is Azun Amaro handler. And the item is a set of Amaro barding, a very old set. We have our work cut out for us. Before the flood swallowed up their homeland, the Zun lived as nomadic folk. Amaro were an essential part of their lives, and even something commonplace like their barding may carry great sentimental value. That being the case, we must give no less than our best. Not that we ever do otherwise, of course. Now, as to the specifics, what I require from you is a material for repairing the barding's inner lining. As the part that is the contact with the armor, comfort is of the utmost importance. My thanks in advance. Yay. Time for more. I thought we'd get a quest by now, but... Okay, you just want them normal? Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay, so there's 6. Okay, what have we got? So we got cotton, skin, and white, and lumber. So, yeah. I thought we would get a quest by now, but maybe this one don't have like 5 or 3 of them. It might just be 2. So we need 6. Wait. 1 of each, so 6. Yeah, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank goodness I have this money. Why I'm kind of glad that the money was building up in secret without me really noticing until one day I was like, oh, I have money. Oh, we need skin, not... Oh. We need 6 skin. Oh, there we go. That's okay. Slight setback, nothing more. I miss crafting and gathering, to be honest. I did it during the patch at the beginning, but then I stopped doing it because the prices and stuff started falling apart. Because crafting and gathering has become so simplified, the market boards are now being flooded with like materials and gears and stuff that normally you would pay out like almost 2 to 3 mil for them, but now it's like 20k, 10 to 20k for one gear item. Like you can honestly, if you have probably, I'll say between 100k to 200k, congratulations, you can buy the gear. It's so cheap. You can grab the current crafted gear for your job and be completely fine. You won't have to break the bank at the moment. And our fear is that might happen again when the new crafting stuff comes out in the future. Just simply behold the barding. One can sense the love of Bear for Amaro. We'll do that love justice, you and I. Let me know when you have repair items. There you go. Yes, this is solid work, as I know to expect from you. A flawless crafted piece that pays to the material's properties. I will see to it my restoration lives up to its quality. Nice. Four days later. Father? Is that you? Forget you heard any of that. It's done, Ronald. That was one of my hardest tasks to date. But the Amaro barding is restored. In the course of using your materials, I noticed the little details, the techniques you employed to elevate the burden on the beast. Such a thing would never have occurred to me. It reminds me how much I still have to learn. Now we must keep our client waiting. I'll be back soon. So this has become something of a regular, but our client wants to thank you himself. May I introduce you to Suzanne Jiwambai. Reborn by. I hate that. It's always something. It's because I don't. I've been reading all day, so my throat's just like, stop, please. Was most effusive in her praise of you, Ronald, and I simply had to put a face to the name. Thank you for your part in restoring the party. Allow me to introduce the fine beast who will wear it. Amaro detected. Proximity too close for comfort. As you may know, we Zan once lived as nomads. In that hard life, Amaro contributed as much as any man to their collective survival. We regarded them as family, raising them as we would our own children. Sadly, full many were lost to the flood, and to this day we lament our failure to save them. The barding you restored is an honored artifact. Since ancient times, it has been tradition to bestow it upon the finest Amaro and its handler each turning of the seasons. It is our sole connection to our old way of life. By restoring it, you've preserved an important part of our history, of our identity. I understand there are those who disapprove of what you do, but know that you have the complete and unequivocal approval of Wizun. On behalf of my people, I thank you. There truly is no limit to the sentimental value an item can hold. I'm glad we could be of service to the Zun. Yeah. And while it gives me heart to have their support, as Susan said, not everyone shares the sentiment. Olin, not least of all. A feathered reptile, Amara, is known to spray water from their nostrils. Water and nodes do not mix. What a way to change the subject. Steam level. Custodian. A new quest continuing the story of cherished memories is now available. Okay. So here's the quest. Okay, so we do get 3 for sentimental reasons. Whatever should I do? How long have you been standing there? I was so deep in thought, I didn't notice you. You see, I've been pondering whether to speak with you about OL. That you should appear at this moment is a sign. Please hear me. As you know, OL and I were orphans taken in by Master Harig. We were close friends, playing and arguing with one another in turn, and together we trained as artisans. But all that changed when Master Harig disappeared. Young as we were then, we weren't told what became of him, but it's more than likely, like so many others, he was slain by a sin eater. From that time on, Owell and I drifted apart. Eventually, we stopped speaking entirely. It was only when I announced my intention to open my shop that he had words for me, and they were none too kind. You don't understand anything, he spouted out. He spat out angry. Well, he's right in one regard. I don't understand why he so detests my work. It's gone beyond mere disapproval. He makes it personal, as if I've done something to offend him. This wouldn't be a problem, except Lorna holds considerable influence at the meeting. A bad word from him, and we would get no more custom. Sooner or later, I'll have to settle our differences, but the mere anticipation of it, it's nerve-wracking. What I wouldn't give for a stiff drink. Command received. Instruction to the owner. Proceed to the wandering stairs. Wait, what? I beg your pardon? Oh no, Nadi's going to summon a well. Seems it's to be sooner than later, Ronald. They asked you to join me at the wandering stairs. I could use the support. Is it Hollow Pursuits I gotta go run to? Because this is gonna be a tough one, I think. Boop! Here we are, the wandering stairs. There you are. Hey, I remember that. I know where we are. Owen isn't here yet. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't come at all. So you're the urgent business that I had to drop everything for? Has a score to settle with you. Oh, that don't say it like that. Well, what was that? Nothing. Be quiet now, naughty. Don't be quiet, Nody. Shush. Force shutdown initiated. Oh. There's something I need to ask you. Oh well. Make it quick. Unlike you, I've got responsibilities. Alright, not everyone agrees with what I do. I understand that. What I don't understand is why you're so angry with me. You called me here just to ask that? Urgent business indeed. How easy life must be when your days are filled with play. What we do isn't play. We restore those items that hold sentimental value for people at a crystarium. Thanks to the efforts of our ancestors, we've come to enjoy a semblance of a normal life, but shortages are still a daily reality. Shortages you do nothing to alleviate. And the time it took you to restore a single set of armor about it, I crafted a dozen new ones. So? The difference between the dozen you made and the one we restored is the dozens are just shipped off somewhere. The one we restored is like, it meant something to someone. It was important to someone. Anyone can make something, but to bring something back from its tarnished state is a greater thing. With Master Harid gone, it falls on me to prop up the meme. It falls on me because Master had to go off to satisfy some vain obsession, and you had to take after him. Wait, obsession? Node restart complete. What did I miss? Resuming suspended operations. Oh well, that detected. Shall I fetch him? No, naughty. Nody, leave him be. I'm sorry you had to witness that, Ronald. Oh well, he didn't used to be that way. While I believe in what we do, I can't deny that there's truth to his words, but go off to satisfy an obsession. The day Master Harig disappeared, he had ventured out to procure materials. The item he was seeking to restore was... I hate to involve you in my personal dilemmas, but I need your help. Can I rely on you? Yeah. Kinda. I'm truly grateful. Let's return to the crystalline mean. I'll explain everything there. Okay. I'm a little freaked out now. Soon. Yeah, magical range DPS. Okay. You see, the thing, you can't gain access to that unless you take up like red mage, black mage to 80, or even 70 to start it, and then 80. Oh, and that's what I'm working towards. Like, if cherished memories is to survive, we must do something to stem Wells' criticism. He's already done damage to our reputation, judging by the recent decline in distance. We must win him over somehow, convince him that cherished memories is a serious venture, and make him see the true worth of restoration. With regards to the latter, I have an idea. There's an item which, if restored, is bound to strum on Owell's heartstrings, but I'm at a loss of how we might show him that we mean business. Ignore the criticism. Let our work speak for us. Would that we could, but Owen holds too much influence. We have to do something to make him change his mind about us. Prove the workshop's appearance? Now that you mention our workshop doesn't have much to draw the eye. Perhaps there's something to be said for looking the part. In order to advertise their presence, shop commonly make use of signage. At present, Cherished Memory has done. Of course, a sign. Why didn't I think of that? We're gonna make a sign. I don't know, would you be willing to fashion a sign for our workshop? In light of all that all the help you've given us, it seems right that you have the honor. I'll make you a sign. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see the finished convo. Oh, and if you run out of materials, Nody will furnish you with more. Oh, they're gonna give me materials to do this. Okay. Oh, it's gotta be a. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. There's your sign. How fairs work on the sign. I can't wait to say. Here's your sign. Ooh. Blessed night. What a magnificent sign that is. This is. It incorporates all the techniques of our restoration work. A perfect representation of who we are, from the design to the details. Everything about it is wonderful. Now, the sign attract customers to remind me of my goal to emulate your skills. I can't thank you enough. With this, we can try and show Owen that we mean business. I'll see to hanging the sign up as soon as possible. It's bound to be the envy of other artisans. All that remains now is to impress upon Owen the true worth of restoration. On which front there's something I would show you. Ooh. What's that? Oh, it's a loot. This suit was a gift from the Exarch to Master Harig. Since he left us, it has lain there broken and silent. Apparently, it was an enchanted instrument whose power had long faded, but its tune was no less beautiful for it. Master would often play this lute at the tavern, and Owell and I would go and listen. See how keen we were? He even gave us lessons. We loved the rich, soothing sound, and we weren't alone. Whenever Master Harig played, the tavern was always full. No matter how rowdy the patrons were, as soon as the first chord was strummed, a hush would fall over the place. The music resonated with them, filling our hearts with peace in both good times and in bad. Following Harig's disappearance, however, the lute has been gathering dust. Well, that's because no one could restore it properly, say Master himself. An instrument demands consummate skill. Back then, it was completely beyond me. Even now, I don't feel equal to the task, but I must try. Master wouldn't want to see Owell and I quarreling. No, he'd want us to join hands and serve the Crystarian and her people. As it does for me, the lute holds fond memories for Owell. By restoring it, I'm hopeful that we can reach out to him. Ronald, this time it's a personal request. I need your help to make this lute sing once more. Let's take a look at it. Thank you. It gives me heart to have your support. I'll make ready for the restoration and let you know what I require. So, with regards to the lute. Following analysis, we determined the materials we require for the instrument's restoration, and as best as we could at any rate. You see, being a gift from the Exarch, it likely hails from his mysterious homeland. As a result, it matches no lute from our cultural or era I can find information on. Its shape is subtly different, as are some of the materials used. For these, we're having to make our best approximation. That is unlikely to produce the desired blockage detect. Right then, let's begin. As usual, I ask you to craft me the materials we need. Mark my words, Ronald. We'll succeed yet. We'll see the true worth of restoration. Help me. Help. Okay, hang on. I think there's something wrong with him. There's something wrong with the node now. The node is breaking. It's in a logic loop. Loop repair. Okay. Oh, you need the... boy, it's gonna be a lot. So about the items there, oh, maybe not the wood, might not. But boy, it's everything else. The dwarven cotton, sea swallow leather. The sea swallow leather. How many do I have? One of each. I mean, I need 6 of them, so yeah. Let's see how much it is. Oh boy. Two. I need 6. You're really gonna do this to me, aren't you? Fine. What was the last one? Dwarven. DWA. There we go. That hurts so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know why there's quality when you don't even use quality. That's the crazy part. In order to stabilize the material, we'll need this and oh, greetings, Ronald. And there, and that maxes out. That maxes out the steam. Ah, yet another impeccable example of crafting from you. I shall put this to good use. I need to do a good call. That's what I need to do. Alright, thanks, Ronald. We have all that we need required to restore the book. Never attempted anything so difficult before. I must confess to feeling not a little nervous. But I will give it my earnest best. That's all you can do. With some luck, I'll have some good tidings to share before long. And that's it. Final quest is open. Mainly just restore probably something big. Oh, it's you, Ronald. If you wanted to ask about the loot, I'm afraid I don't have good news to share. I finished the restoration, and the instrument looks exactly like it should. Knowing that the slightest work in the panel could affect timbre, I went to great pains to ensure that the shape is perfect. But in spite of this, the sound is all wrong. It's not because we V's have superior hearing either. No, the difference would be apparent to any who heard the loop, and definitely know well. I can only assume it's due to the material. But I don't know what else we can use. Inspect the node. Hit me, Ronald. Hit me. Node has encountered an error. Node reset complete. Thank you, Ronald. The answer lies in Hagrid's final destination. He went to Calusa to procure material for the soundboard. Calusa, he said. Affair. There, he intended to trade with the Ondu for the material which is found on the sea floor. Material from the sea. If it's what I believe it is, I may actually have some in my stores. I purchased it from a Ondu merchant thinking it might be useful. It occurred to me before, but it might just work. Could you please analyze it, Noddy? Noddy. I think it's Noddy because what it is. See if it's suitable for restoring the loot. Analyzing material. The composition closely resembles that which was originally used for the soundboard. Wonderful. It's almost too true, but I'll accept whatever help we can get. Ronald, I'm sorry to bother you again, but could you fashion a modification component using this material? We'll succeed this time, I know it. Sure. I can... Oh, you want me to... Okay. I can do that. How easy that is. Look at it. Look at my crafty skills. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry to burn you yet again, but I can't do this without your help. Please fashion me the component. Of course. Here it is. Have fun. Have a nice day. Boop boop. Oh, this looks promising. Yes, very promising indeed. I'll put it to use at once. Nice. It's finally done. Master Harig's loot precisely as it once was. Analyzing loot. It's identical in both appearance and sound, with a margin of error of 1%. In other words, excellent work. I don't know how to thank you, Ronald. I couldn't have restored the loot without your help. You're the finest artisan I know, and I count myself blessed to have had the privilege of handling your handiwork and growing from it. Now I realize that when we first met, I said something to the effect of not asking you to teach me, but if you might indulge me one question, is there a tenet that you adhere to? Principles that guide you? Huh. Understand your customers. Know the materials. Be the materials. Love the material. Pray to respect you in the life. Understand your customers and genuinely wish for their happiness. I see. If we don't understand our customers, how can we best serve their interest? And in genuinely wishing for their happiness, we derive the greatest motivation of all. Thank you, Ron. I carry these words with me in all that I do. Now, it's time to present the loot to Owell. Ideally, I'd like to meet him where Master often performed. The question is, will he come when asked? He is none too willing He was none too willing last time. Command received, determining Owell's location based on previous movements. Instruction to proceed to the wandering stairs. Now, wait just up. It's the time. Oh, time like the present, I suppose. As before, Ronald, I appreciate it if you could be there too. Come, let's get this over and done with. Yeah, for real, I got things to do. Yeah, I have leveling to do. I gotta get this job to 80. I'm gonna be honest, I'm leveling Black Mage, but I can't. I just don't understand it. I know I'm missing my level 70 skill, and that's probably why it's so confusing to me. But at the same time, it's just at the same time, it's like it could be a little bit easier. I mean, no sign of Owell yet. I swear, the wall, the wait is the worst part. I know it is. There's something about this rust ball. It gave me a bloody lightning shock. Oh my god. There was a minimal release of energy intended to encourage Owell's attendance. I'm sorry, it's just something I wanted to show you. There's just something I wanted to show you. Master, the rig's loot? You fixed it? Huh. Not by myself. I had help from everyone and cherished memories from Ronald and Naughty. Nody. I keep saying Naughty because that's what it's read as. It's just fine work, not even the slightest warp. And the ornamentation is immaculate. You've done well to restore this thing. But so what? Will it feed the people, shield them from the cold? I didn't think so. If there's nothing else, I'm returning to work. No, but it can give comfort. I thought I heard a nostalgic sound. What should it turn out to be but Master Harig's lute? My brother and I lost our parents. The music comforted us. Lifted us up from the depths of sorrow. What is this song? After hard as they worked, there was nothing better than listening to these soothing notes while trading tales with my kin. It helped us to face another day with a smile. I remember the day I met my husband in this cabin. It is Harig's music that drew us here We might never have known each other otherwise, and had our beautiful daughter. Um, Master Harig knew. Oh well, he knew how this loot could touch people's hearts. And he felt it worth restoring in spite of the risk to attain the material. Although Master is gone, his loot may still bring hope to those who live in despair, and bind together those who are left behind. Indeed, my former master, the Archmagus Noah, imbued the loot with a prayer of hope when she created it. Glory be to Alec, long may she endure. Oh my god. What? The person who made this loot was your master? What an amazing coincidence. Alright, I understand now what it is you seek to do, and I accept that it's for the good of the people. I have a confession to make. The person who broke the loot, it was me. I remember watching Transfixed as Master Harig worked on it. The way he took the battered old thing and made it gleam again. It was simply magical, but when I picked it up to take a closer look, it slipped from my hands. I braced myself for Master Harig's fury, but he wasn't angry in the slightest. There's no need to pry, and said with a smile, what is broken can be fixed. Then he set out and never returned. Though I was but a boy then, I knew full well that the loot served no practical purpose. It wasn't essential to our survival. The thought that Master died in vain ate away at me. I hated myself for breaking the loot. And I hated the very idea of restoration. So that's the way of it. But you opened my eyes. Master's work was important. I understand now, though we might have food to fill our bellies and a roof over our heads. What's it all worth if we don't have hope for tomorrow? You have my gratitude, Ronald. Thanks to you, I've come to realize the importance of the bonds we share. The loot has brought many people together. Perhaps one day it'll bless us orphans with families of our own, too. Well, young one, it seems to me the two of you already have family, each other. Only me have fooled you. But he doesn't fool me. 'Tis out of concern for your safety that he opposed your venture. That is the very definition of brotherly love. I'm going back to work, but if you ever need help with anything, be it a component you can't make yourself, you come straight to me. I won't have you die trying to do everything on your own. Bam. Oh no, hang on. Bam. Family. I suppose deep down I knew it was true. But to actually say the word, it's a little embarrassing. But not pleasant. Come, my friend, let's return to the workshop. I'd like to thank you properly. I'd like this story to kind of end now. Thankfully, it's almost over because I really need to go and cough up a lung, as it were. It just sucks because while you're reading, it's slowly, like, whatever, I'm just nasty, but I'm gonna admit it. It's like, it just, mucus just builds up in my throat, and it's just like, oh, I have to cough, but it seems like, but I can't because I'm in the middle of recording, and clearing my throat probably sounds super annoying to hear. So I try to do it as least as possible. Yet, thanks to you, our workshop can continue doing its good work. I'm truly glad to have met you. Tell me, Ronald, do you think Master Harik heard my playing as well? Mm-hmm. I'd like to think so too. I'd like to think that he was happy to see Oel and I mend that rift between us. I'll do all I can to nurture our bond, and if something should cause it to break again, then we hit it. Hit it hard. Now, that only works for you, Nody. I'll continue honing my skills, ever aspiring to reach your height. And whatever the future has in store to Nera, I'll continue doing my part to make it a better place by keeping the people cherished memories alive. And whenever I can, I'll go and play the lute at the tavern, as it did in Master Harik's hands. Its music can bring some comfort to the people once more. Forgive me, Ronald. I know you're a busy man, so I won't keep you longer. But promise to pay me a visit from time to time, alright? You'll find me right here, doing what I love best. Yay, you completed it all. You're the restorer of bonds. There are other folks mean, yeah, which we'll get to. So I managed to shave off about eight minutes. So, yeah. That's good. This is good. This makes me happy. But now the supper. Back to the mage. So yeah. Well, we got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 more. Let's get a glimpse of what the next one is. Blacksmith armor. Oh. The master. Alright. Till next time.